down to this, folks. Of course, when I say all down to this, I mean the last remaining Champions League spot is still up for the grabs over in La Liga. Of course, we know Madrid will be there. Barcelona and Girona will be in the Champions League. Who will join them? We'll get into it next. Today we're taking a look at matchday number 35, that's right, over in La Liga, and we'll get to it in a second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for La Liga is right here under one roofski. Of course, we already know who are the champions. La Liga Supremos are Real Madrid. They, of course, were confirmed this past weekend. Of course, we already know that Almeria are going down to the Segunda Division next season, but there's still lots to be said and lots to be had over in La Liga, and we're going to get into it, all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out once again to the VIPs. They are the patrons, you know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash the old subscribe, boys and girls, as we look forward to match day number 35, of course. So let's recap the results right here, right now, from this past weekend. Of course, Bilbao picked up a 2-0 away win against Getafe. I went with a draw myself. Sociedad 2-0 winners of Las Palmas. I got that one spot on the nose. Real Madrid 3-0 winners of Cadiz, spot on the nose. Girona 4-2 winners of Barcelona, monumental victory there. On with a 2-1 away win. Maybe, just maybe, they're not just a one-trick pony, and I'd love to see Girona competing in the Champions League, and we will see that next season. And of course, hopefully, Girona can compete once again for the top four next campaign. Meanwhile, also alongside them, competing for that final spot, is Madrid 1-0 away winners to Mallorca, 2-0 winners in my eyes. We got Real Betis with a 2-0 win over Osasuna, 2-1 winners for me. Celta Vigo 3-2 win over Villarreal, I won with a draw. Alaves 1-0 away win against Valencia, I won with a home win on that one. Sevilla 3-0 winners over Granada, 2-1 winners for me. And Almeria pick up a cheeky win of Vallecano, of course. So that's, of course, my picks indeed. What about, of course, the state of play in the table? Well, it looks a little bit like this. Real Madrid cannot be caught. Girona are in second now, of course, on merit as well, taking out Barcelona in the process, who are in third. Madrid are in fourth, 6 points clear of Bilbao. It looks certain that they will be that fourth team, but we just don't know, do we? Cadiz and Granada look like they're going to join Almeria down the foot of the table, but we'll see if we're right and if we're wrong. And of course, currently in the situation over in the Super Brew, the Prediction League, as you can see, Vinny Hong, fantastic week for him, 14.5. Xander's up there with 14. Ultra Omamura and the Frosty alongside Teabi and Barcelona Easter. Of course, if you see your name in there, guess what? Hit the old smash, the old likey. And of course, look at the top table there, 344.5. Frosty is, of course, owning the lot of you guys. Come on, guys, you can take him out. Again, see your name, smash the old subscribe, boys and girls. Your one-stop shop for La Liga is right here. Now we are going to go into the next round of games now, but before we do that, one of the biggest complaints I get on the channel is how mad I deliver the predictions. Now I understand that, and I believe it's something I need to work on for next season. So from here on in, I am going to try a new approach. It might not be the final approach for next season, but it's I'm trying to approach these videos in a more calm and steady, less frantic manner, so those who are maybe non-English speakers can understand it a little bit better. So here we go. Nice and steady. It's not going to be full blast. So we're going to start at the top here with Alaves against Girona. It's coming at you on May the 10th. May the 10th be with you. Now these two sides have played each other 16 times since 2008. Alaves, of course, in mid-table, safe as houses, 41 points right now. Girona are second, of course, 74 points at the moment, and of course back on track with, of course, their race to secure Champions League football now. Alaves coming into this on a good bit of form right now, winning 3 on the bounce against the Girona side, also winning at least 3 on the bounce heading into this one. So both sides in form at the moment, and of course still a lot to be played for both these sides. More so, you would say, Girona, as they want to maintain that second spot and maybe finish as the runners-up in this division. Now these two sides did lock horns in Girona back in December. It was a 3-0 win for Girona, and the last time they played each other in Alaves, it was a 2-1 win for Alaves back in May 2019. Now the bookies do go in favour of a Girona away win here, 11-10 on for the victory, 13-5 is your Alaves, 5-2 is the draw, and I believe I'm going to go that way as well. I'm going to back the in-form, high-flying Girona team who just continue to defy the odds. Now, if you were to look at the whole spectrum of European football, and you notice Leverkusen in Germany, fantastic, you know, Bologna in Italy, fantastic, Girona also can argue for one of the stories of the season in this league for sure, because they were unfancied. A lot of tips, including myself, I think fancied them to go down. down, but look at them, sky high. Next up, we got Mallorca against Las Palmas. That's coming out on Saturday, May the 11th. 16 times they have played each other. 4 wins for Mallorca, 6 wins for Las Palmas, and 6 draws. Both sides in this one in really bad form. Mallorca haven't won in the last 5 games, if not the last 6. They are 17% form right now against the Las Palmas side, who haven't won in the last 10. Goodness gracious me. And of course, if the season was a couple of games longer, you would put them in the relegation heat. But right now, they are just hanging on for dear life at the moment. They are 14th with 37 points for the campaign. Mallorca are 17th, 32 points for the campaign. And Mallorca are in better form. In fact, quite considerable better form compared to the state of Las Palmas. Now, they played each other last time around in Mallorca. It was a 1-0 win for Las Palmas back in January 2021. That was in the second division. This campaign, they played each other on match day number 1 in Las Palmas. It was a 1-1 draw. The bookies, of course, probably they do fancy Mallorca on this one, 6-4. They're quite heavily back, 6-4 on for the victory. 12-5 the draw. Las Palmas are 90-4. I don't know which way I've gone here. I have gone with the draw, which of course kind of gives Las Palmas a little bit of life. But right now they are sinking like a stone. I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole, especially without a win. I'd back Mallorca to get something out of this one, and it might even be a win. We go to Villarreal then, up against Sevilla, also on May the 11th. They have played each other 53 times since 1997. These two, so a bit of a ding-dong affair here over at the Estadio de la Salamanca. 12 wins for Villarreal, 25 wins for Sevilla, and there's been 16 draws. Villarreal are in 9th, 45 points for the campaign. Sevilla, of course, very much a bad season, but trying to rescue it towards the end. They are 12th with 41 points for the campaign. Villarreal are also 58% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 4 against the Sevilla side, unbeaten in the last 5 on 75% form as well. Last time around over at Villarreal, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2022. The reverse fixture this campaign was a 1-1 draw in Sevilla. Smells like a draw, this one. 11-10 on is your Villarreal. They are favoured for the victory. 14-5 though is the draw. 13-5 is your Sevilla on this one. It does smell like a draw, but I am backing the hosts here. 2-1 win, as of course they are a tricky wicket. Villarreal, they can cause problems even up against the big boys. So I do think they'll win this one at the expense of a Sevilla, who are playing good football right now. And of course, again, if the season was a little bit longer, they might be able to compete for a European spot. Meanwhile, Granada take on the champions, of course, Real Madrid, who are in action today. I am recording this on the 7th of May. And, of course, they're in Champions League action against Bayern. That's right. In fact, yeah, I think that's today. Well, let me just scroll down here quick, have a quick look. It is, no, they play tomorrow, so it is Dortmund PSG today. All right, that's good. Granada against Real Madrid coming at you over in Granada. They have played each other just 19 times since 2012. Just 1 win for Granada, 18 wins for Real Madrid. No draws between the two sides. Granada are rocking down into 19th right now, in trouble, 21 points for the season, and this is a game they really don't want to be playing. Up against the Real Madrid side, of course, who are champions, 92% form for them right now. Haven't lost in the last, I don't even know, 6 games, of course, and Granada haven't won any last 15 matches against Real Madrid. Real Madrid also boast a 9-1 victory in the record books against Granada. I don't know when that was, but these two sides did play each other in Granada last time around. It was a 4-1 win for Real Madrid. That was back in November 2021. The reverse fixture, a 2-0 win it was for Real Madrid at the Bernabeu back in December. The odds right here right now, we got Granada at 9-2. We got 2-1 on is Real Madrid, red hot favourites, and 7-2 is the draw. They are maybe champions, but they're not on the beach just yet. 2-0 win for Real Madrid for me on this one. Points to the bag and away they go. Bilbao up against Osasuna. Can Bilbao squeak into that top 4? Of course, they're at the San Mams this week. Up against them is 13th place Osasuna. They have played each other 47 times since 1993. We've got 20 wins for Bilbao, 14 wins for Osasuna, and 13 draws. Quite even when you look at the grand scheme of things. Bilbao, though, 50% form for them at the moment. Just 1 defeat in the last 5 up against Osasuna side on 17% form for them right now. 4 defeats on the road and looking pretty grim at the moment. They are on 39 points for the season, are Osasuna. Bilbao in 5th with 61 points. Last time around, though, of course, in Bilbao, in the league, we've got to go all the way back to January 2023. It was a 0-0 draw last season in La Liga. The reverse fixture, a 2-0 win for Bilbao. Of course, that was back in August as well on this one. Looking at the odds here, Bilbao 29 on for the victory, favoured with the bookies. 10-3 the draw, 11-2 is your away win. 2-1 win for me on this one. Bilbao taking the points and moving edge a little closer to that top 4. Getafe, they go to Cadiz. That's actually on Sunday, May the 12th. Be with you. These two sides played each other 13 times in 2003. We got 4 wins for Cadiz. We got 6 wins for Getafe and 3 draws as well. Cadiz, though, a 33% form for them right now. They are 18th, 26 points for the season without a win, though, in the last 4 matches against a Getafe side. 50% form for them right now. Safest house is 10th at the table, 43 points for the season. They have won 2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. Now, last time they played each other in Cadiz, it was a 2-2 draw back in March 2023. The reverse fixture in Getafe back in November was a 1-0 win for Getafe, who are unbeaten against Cadiz over the last 5. 2 wins, 3 draws heading into this one. The bookies, though, they fancy the hosts here. 20-19 on is your Cadiz. 11-5 is the draw. 16-5 is your Getafe. Bit of a strange one, that one, but I'm going to go with a draw right down the middle. I cannot really decide. Looking at the bookies, I was looking at the form. I just don't know. You really would probably fancy Getafe for the victory here, but Cadiz are scrapping down the foot there. Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid, who are in that 4th spot, taking on Celta Vigo this weekend in Madrid at the Civitas Metropolitano. They've played each other 50 times since 1993. 27 wins for Madrid, 12 wins for Celta Vigo, and 12 draws. Madrid, 4 wins of the last 6. They are 67% form, and again, they are 4th. 67 points for the season. Meanwhile, Celta Vigo are 58% form for them right now. Of course, 15th in the table, 34 points for the campaign. 2 defeats though in the last 6, but they come into this on the back of a win. Last time around though, in Madrid, it was a 4-1 win for Madrid back in September 2022. The reverse fixture, a 3-0 win for Madrid in Celta Vigo back in October. Madrid have picked up 5 wins on the bounce against Celta Vigo, and to be honest with you, I don't think that's going to change much in this one. Of course, the odds here 9-4 on is your Madrid. Red hot favourites 7-2. The draw 11-2 is your away win here. Of course, we all should be back in this one. 2-0 away from Madrid. Safest houses. 3 points coming their way. Meanwhile, though, Valencia, they take on Vallecano in the Battle of the V's at the Matchday this coming 12th of May. Played each other 33 times since 1993. 17 wins for Valencia, 7 wins for Vallecano, and 9 draws. Valencia are in 8th, 47 points for the campaign against Vallecano, who are 16th, 34 points of the campaign. But both sides come into this on a bit of a rough patch right now. Valencia losing 3 matches on the bounce, 42% form for them over the last 6. Vallecano losing 2 matches on the bounce, 50% form for them over the last 6. Last time around, though, over in Valencia, it was a 1-1 draw back in April 2023. The reverse fixture in Vallecano back in December this campaign was a 1-0 win for Valencia. Valencia picking up just 1 win over the last 6 against Vallecano, and that was the most recent one. But the bookies, they fancy the host here, 5-4, overwhelming favourites, 21-10 is your draw here, 5-2 is your away win. I am backing Valencia also, going with the bookies on this one, going, of course, against the form book, realistically, and taking the points as well. Real Betis, they're up in action against Almeria, who did pick up a cheeky win this past week, but Real Betis are in an okay bit of form right now. Coming at you at the Benito Villamaran, they have played each other 14 times in 2007, and get this stat, just 5 wins for Real Betis, 7 wins for Almeria, 2 draws, of course. Betis, though, 58% form for them right now, unbeaten in the last 4, picking up 3 wins in that cluster. Meanwhile, Almeria do come into this on the back of a win. In fact, they've won twice in the past 6. It's probably the best bit of form they've had all season long, but they are 20th. They're down at just 17 points for the season compared to the hosts here under Pellegrini. 7th for the table, 52 points for the season, and looking to make it a 5 unbeaten. Now, these two sides did play each other last time around over at Real Betis. It was in October 2022. It was a 3-1 win for Betis, and the reverse fixture, though, in Almeria this campaign was a 0-0 draw. Goodness gracious me. But the bookies, they do fancy Betis here for 11-4 on. Red hot favourites, 15-4 with the draw. 13-2 is your Almeria, who will not be here next season, and I don't think they deserve it either. 2-0 win. Real Betis take the points. And then we have a ding-dong classic coming at you on May the 13th. It's Barcelona up against my boys, Real Sociedad, coming at the Estadio Olímpic Luis Companys. Of course, Barcelona and Real Sociedad have played each other 61 times since 1993. We've got 41 wins for Barcelona, just 9 wins for Sociedad, 11 draws between the two sides. Of course, Barcelona, 50% form for them right now, just 1 win in 4. They are 3rd in the table, 73 points for the campaign against the Sociedad. Also, 1 win in 4, but they're on 67% form for them over the last 6. They are 6th, though, 54 points for the campaign. I think 4th is a little bit too far of a stretch for Sociedad, but they have played each other in Barcelona last time around in May last year. It was a 2-1 win for Sociedad. However, the reverse fixture this campaign back in November was a 1-0 win for Barcelona, of course. In fact, the home side has only won once out of the last 5 between these matches. That's when Barcelona beat Sociedad in the Copa del Rey in January 2023. The odds for this one, 20-17 on is your Barcelona. They are still favoured Madrid, though, 5-2. The draw, 3-1. Of course, your away win here. Gonna go with Barcelona, of course, unfortunately, to beat my boys. 3-1 win. To maintain in that top 2 race. And if we are right, of course, the table will look like this. Madrid, of course, cannot be caught. Girona will remain in second, though. Barcelona in third. Atletico Madrid taking a major step forward to Champions League with 3 games remaining. And, of course, Almeria, they're down. We can probably say goodbye to Granada as well. And Cadiz hanging on for dear life at the moment. But that, my friends, is it. Subscribe, smash the like. What do you think about the style? Nice and slower pace. Of course, can I slow it down a bit further? Should I at least talk less about each game? Should I come at you with just my gut feeling? Let me know your thoughts, and of course, we'll revisit your thoughts and go from it next time.